First came criminal charges. Then Fort Bend County Judge K.P. George switched parties. I sat down with him to talk about the allegations and his party flip.
K.P. George says he voted for a Republican president, George W. Bush, in 2000 and 2004. But after Obama was elected, he joined the Democratic Party in 2010.
And also at the time I had a young family and, kids and little children and all that stuff. And I thought, maybe they are more aligned with what I believe as
But 2 weeks ago, he switched parties again, claiming he was the victim of a political hit job.
Why would the Democratic Party turn on you?
That's a good question.
In part, he believes because he's a fiscal conservative.
So they turned against you because you're fiscally conservative?
They tend against me simply because I don't 100% align with their far left-wing agendas.
A difference in agendas, he boldly states, that led the Fort Bend County DA to concoct bogus charges against him. George is facing 2 felony counts of money laundering and misdemeanor misrepresentation of identity. That case triggered by George's former chief of staff, Terrell Patel, accused of posting phony racial attacks against George online to gain voter sympathy during his 2022 re-election campaign.
Terrell Patel was your chief of staff.
Correct.
He cut a deal with prosecutors. They claimed he was posting fake racist comments on your Facebook page to help your campaign.
That is what at least they are alleged.
And he says that you were involved.
Right.
Is he lying?
They are absolutely.
Patel ended up cooperating with prosecutors. As for the political witch hunt, a prosecutor in the Fort Bend County DA's office told me, quote, "It is completely false. It is a criminal investigation that is not politically motivated." And George isn't exactly getting a warm welcome from some Republicans.
State Republican Party Chairman said K.P. George has never supported our platform, principles, or priorities. His sudden shift under legal pressure is not credible.
He's entitled to his opinion, and this is somebody I know, and so
He's the chairman of the Republican Party in the state?
I respect that. That's why I never said anything, and that is something, his opinion or his way of looking at things.
Of course, the question here is, will his former chief of staff, we mentioned Terrell Patel, testify against K.P. George, his former boss? The DA's office say it's too early to tell, but he has agreed to do so.
Wow, this whole thing has been like a soap opera.
Yes.
Any trial date?
Political soap opera. The trial date scheduled for the Facebook deal impersonation, end of March.
All right.
Right just in time for the primaries, by the way.
And there you go.